What's up? What's up? What's going on, cause over here? Happy Monday to you. Let's get it straight with Dr. Frabz today. Let's do this. Hey, how you doing? Dr. Frabz, what's going on? What's going on, brother? How you doing? What's going on over there? Simone, how you doing? I am blessed. What's going on? Happy Monday to you guys, man. Hope all is well. Thanks, mama. Magnum, what's good? All this time, I've been seeing this username. I didn't even know it was you until I think it was yesterday or so that I realized it was you. So, based on your suggestion, I'm using this background now. Since I think when I video call you, this is where I was, and this is my office, pretty much. All right. Well, I'm talking with You're good. All right. That's what's up. Ashibari, how you doing, sis? OJ, what's going on? Well, let me talk with Dr. Frabz first. When I finish talking with Dr. Frabz, then hopefully it's not too long, then I can call you. Yeah, thank you. It's funny. I didn't like the background because of all the books. You know, this is my study area in my office, so I didn't want to use this background, but I figured I might as well. Not a big deal. Prince Ademola, aka MC Shepherd. What's going on, G? Mayo, what's going on? Ashabiade. Damn. I keep butchering that name. Ashabiade. Ashabiade. That's a powerful, beautiful name also. I don't know what it means. I know what day means, but you know. Shepherd, once they open this thing back up, we're storming Festac, man. I hope you know, man. You know, everybody's hungry right now. We just want to be out there, man. I was talking to Moose earlier today, and I was telling him, like, it's just crazy how things just change overnight, you know? It's mad. Now we're just in here, you know? For real, bro. Yeah, for real. Called Dr. Frabz. This guy is nuts and internet heavy guy. Dr. Frabz. My bag's packed. Smoky. Palm wine. Ah, Shepherd, no, it's not. It looked like palm wine, right? This is hello? Bro, I'm ready, you know. You can call in, all right? All right. That's Dr. Frabz. No, this is lime. It's lime on water. Yeah. I wish it was palm wine. It's lime and water. I'm not you now. It's you that get up and drink. You and Franco. No, and it looks, this is a bootleg version, fake palm wine. But it's lime and water. You know, I drink this every day, either lime with water or lime or lemon and water. I'm not on your level, man. They were like, you know how that goes, man. Hey, hola boy, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I listened to your stuff over the weekend. Good stuff, man. Good music. I like what I heard. Nice one, bro. Yeah. And Duncan Daniels, I checked that out. Yeah, I checked the stuff out, man. It's pretty cool. I like it. Let me talk with Dr. Frabz first. When I'm done with Dr. Frabz, and hopefully it's not too long, then you know we can spend some time and called Ja. And I hope you have good network. I need somebody from Nigeria, man, to call us and give us updates. Since they open everything today, we have to see what's happening over there, man. I'm sure everywhere will be people will be all over the place. Also, okay, Dr. Frabz is here. I think you need to send me a request. Yeah, you need to send me a request and we can get started. By the way, guys, I'm looking for more and more music, new music. Hit me up on thatrockent@gmail.com. It's all about new music. We can't be listening to the same thing over and over again, you know. Everywhere is bad. I'm not surprised. I shall be dollar. Ah, okay. I shall be dollar. You should be sending us something over here. Dr. Frabz on the building.
How's it do?
What's up now? Are you hiding from us?
I'm sure, man. No, I'm on shit. Trying to get the light right.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bright. Even me, like, I have the light on, but the sun is shining through my door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like
I'm in the basement.
You in the basement? Try to. Okay, that angle looks better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see you better. But when you go to that, I guess to your right, it's too bright. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Prince Olu, what up?
Use more sense. Okay. Does this work?
Yeah. Okay, this is better. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, it was just too bright.
Yeah. So what's good, man?
I'm good, man. Shout out to the doctor, man. The original doctor in the building. You know.
And the guys said you rock.
Yeah, I know. We're still on that rock, man. We're still here. Yeah, man. Thank you, my brother, for doing this. I thought it's important. So I've been talking to, like, I'm focusing this platform really like with folks in the US that are here, that are doing stuff. And as you know, our industry is here, it's at home. So I have spoken to a few folks that are home also, because everything kind of link and work together. But for the most part, I thought it's important. Like we need a much better and bigger platform here to keep doing what we're doing. So, and I say I gotta talk to you. As you know, we go way back. We've been doing great things from the get-go. Anyway, for those who don't know Dr. Frabz, I the Fabro from Ekiti State. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He started music at the age of 6 when he was playing the piano as a professional in 2006 with the moniker Dr. Frabz, which stands for Doctor of Flavor, Rhythm and Blues.
Yep.
Okay. So I won't fire my assistant that did the research. You know, that's cool. And then the list goes on. Dr. Frabz worked with you did Insane Entertainment.
Yes, Insane Entertainment. That's
back then.
My company.
Yeah, company. Worked with several music stars: Nero C, Davido, DaGrin, YQ, Shank, Oma Omi, and a bunch of others. Right. So whoever doesn't know, you need to get with that. So anyway, so let's get into it. If you can tell us a little bit about your background that's not on the paper, you know,
on paper.
In terms of music, in terms of you from back then when you started doing your thing. I think that would be cool.
Okay. Well, you already gave an intro to me as an individual. Born October 27th, 1985 in Lagos. Attended Sunnyfields Primary School, Dorigo's Private Academy, and Covenant University as well. I've been doing music for almost all my life. Um, I was opportune to meet Mr. Laulu Akitobi at the age of 10. We attended the same church, which is Archbishop Vining Memorial Church in Ikeja, GRA. And he happened to be friends with my dad. So he used to tell me, he was in the music business. I didn't know how far he was into the business until I figured out he was the one who produced Shina Peter's album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so but he, used to just me about how they used to go to the studio back in the days, how they used to record. The processes have changed completely. They have more hardware, more manpower. We needed at least 2, 3 people in the studio to get things working. Technology has made everything very simple now. One man can do everything plus more. Yeah. I used to be a part of Mo Hits from the beginning, from the genesis. I was an engineer and in-house producer songwriter. I co-produced a lot of songs. Um, I also worked with Kush, the gospel group. I worked with them as a keyboardist. I also worked with Asha as a backup guitarist. Um, um, I have history. Everybody, I was a freelance musician, so when they had like live shows, I used to go perform. I play keyboard or guitar.
So
Those
you
were
were
like
working
my
with
two.
everybody on like more like just like a freelance, nothing contractual.
Yes. I was everywhere with everybody doing everything. Um, I also worked as a music director for a couple of TV shows. Nigerian Idols was one of them. Nigeria's Got Talent was also one of them, and Glow Niger Sings was another one. Um, I was responsible for picking the songs for the contestants, making the backtracks, and also coaching the contestants on how to sing the songs to fit into 90 seconds for TV performance. So that really at that point in my life, that really took me off the scene because it was bulk work. I didn't really have time to work with individual artists as such because I was busy doing TV production, which was a lot of fun. It really broadened my knowledge and my horizon into the music business and music production. It was good money too, so I was, very engaged in it. I was nominated for Producer of the Year in 2008 for any awards, and that was my first trip to America.
Yes, I remember, of
Um,
course.
I, I
Yeah,
I remember all of us that were on the
yeah.
plane. Myself, DJ Neptunes, Sasha P, Dekole Fuji,
Yeah.
Sarge, Olu Jacobs. I actually sat next to Olu Jacobs on the plane. You know, um, it was a bunch of us.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy. I
and
think
I believe we were.
Bigiano was on that.
No, Bijana came on the second set. I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone. You want to say hi? Say hello to my daughter.
Hello, the
All
special
right.
assistant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go sit down. I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. I'll bring you food.
Oh,
Yeah. So
wow.
yeah. So yeah, that was my first trip into the U.S. and I won the award that year
Yes.
as producer of the year for YQ and DaGrin. I believe that was like the main
That
the
was
main hit from that time.
big record
Yeah.
as of that year.
Yeah, that's
Everybody you
yeah,
were
that was the
working with
record.
as of that time was like,
Yeah,
ah,
that was the record that really, made noise about Dr. Frabz.
yes.
I've been doing a lot of things
Yeah.
in the shadows, but that record, because I was also in the video, got me like a lot of interviews, a lot of
Yeah.
TV presence, and more buzz. Um, I've worked with the likes of Wizkid, Davido,
Yeah.
Banky W, the Mohits, the Bands, the Mohits family in general.
Yeah.
Omawami, YJ. I've worked with everybody,
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. I think.
Some of the songs never came out,
Okay.
but I've worked with everybody. I've worked with everybody. When I say everybody, everybody
Everybody.
from even Plantation Boys. When they had the reunion album, um, my song was the first song they recorded, but it never came out. You
Mm.
know, I've worked at Phase. I worked as an engineer on the Colomental album.
Okay.
I actually recorded, mixed, and
Yeah,
mastered
wow.
at least most of the songs on that album.
Yes.
Um, I worked with Genie. I've worked with MI. I've worked with a
Yes.
lot of people. A lot of people. Trust me, Dr. Frabz has been everywhere.
Yeah.
I've history with everybody, from
I
like
don't even
the
think
beginning of
anybody can deny that. Like in terms of the workload, like
the experience.
the
Yeah,
experience.
I've done everything. I even worked as a hype man. I was hype man for Nato C. I was hype man for Jorella. I was hype man for Shank. I was just doing everything. I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't really know
Yeah.
where my talent would fit in, so I was doing everything.
Everything.
Just to make sure that at least I was well grounded in all areas and
Yeah.
I had more experience with dealing with music business as an artist and as a producer, as on the scene and behind the scene. I also
What
released
do
a
you
couple.
think? Like even now, like looking now with so much stuff that you did,
Yeah.
what do you think your greatest strength was?
Well, I'm a jack of all trades. A lot of people don't know I do many other things. Like I DJ, I shoot videos. I just tried to make myself well
Rounded.
rounded with everything that had to do with entertainment and music business. As a record label in Africa and Nigeria, the things that would eat your budget mostly are music and video production. So I just try to make sure that I was able to cover that on my own. If I decided to sign an artist,
Yes.
I'll be able to make things work on a low budget, and
Okay.
still deliver.
Of course.
So I just make sure that I develop my skills. I'm very computer savvy.
Of course.
I'm well. It's the whole journey, and experience that I have. I've been able to deal with all kinds of things regarding music business, as far as hardware, software,
Mm-hmm.
Stagematics, name it. I've touched everything. I just really wanted to, like I said, I didn't really figure out where I was going to fit in,
Okay.
so I was just doing everything. I just made sure that I understood
DJ
everything.
3K say jack of all trades.
Yeah, so gbogbo èrò ọmọlọ́mọ ọmọlọ́mọ entertainment. Yeah, you know,
Man,
on the call watch.
Dr.
I just
Frabz.
tried to make sure that I knew everything.
Yeah, so like now, right, with the can you describe from you said something just now, like back then, right, when you walked into the studio, before you can make things happen, you need at least a couple of people. Somebody maybe on the keys, somebody on the guitar,
Oh
drums,
yeah,
or whatever the case
yeah.
is, right?
Mhm.
So how would you describe the progression in the Nigerian music scene currently, coming from
It's been
your background?
well. I could tell you we've advanced by 1,000,000%. As far as talent goes,
Okay.
we've advanced by 1,000,000%. But as far as the music business go,
Yes.
we've also advanced by 1,000%. But there's still a lot of loopholes, and that's basically because we've had to do everything by ourselves. We didn't have like any external help. We didn't have like the proper setup that the Americans have.
Yes.
We had to do everything from through the backyard, and And doing music business in Nigeria is doing politics. It's the same thing. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, so
Let me ask you
it's
this:
a dog.
Do you like? Do you do you own royalties from any of this music that you worked on from
A
back then?
few of them, yes.
Okay.
A few of
Yeah.
them. Like I said, we didn't have any
In
structure, so
place.
a lot of the, yeah, a lot of the business part of the music didn't really take shape,
Yes.
you know. So it was just, money up front
Of
and
course.
you go about your business. You blow, blow, just
Yeah.
spend the shot. That was the situation back then. So,
Yes.
yeah. Um, if there was structure at that time, I would probably still be eating a lot of
One
money
one
because
hundred percent.
uh, a couple of those songs actually did very well on streaming platforms. A couple of them got used as adverts on MTV, on Trace TV,
Yes.
so. I believe if things were pretty organized back then,
Yes.
boys would still be
All
eating
right.
quiet money. Well, not to say that
Yeah.
we aren't,
Do
but
do you
it
ever
would be
feel
a
like,
lot better.
man, I was out at the wrong era? Because even now, right? Even if you were earning like now, the people that are doing everything you do, they're earning a lot more now than where. Just
Yeah,
like in every field, including like
it
boxing
has
and
it
stuff.
has dropped again.
Yes.
It surged at a point,
Yes.
and it has dropped again. It's not as lucrative as it once was because it's now saturated.
Mhm.
There's not too many people
In the
having
same
those
space.
platforms. Yeah, in the same space. But at a point, it really surged, and it was favorable to quite a number of people.
Hmm.
But those same people will be able to tell you now the checks have reduced.
Because
They're
of
not
streaming.
as heavy. It takes longer
Yes.
to sum up, the type of checks that you want to get from it. So
Yeah.
it's completely different now. But people are still in business. People are still getting things done.
Yes.
You know, they're still making money. It's just harder.
Hmm.
It's harder, especially for beginners who don't have the type of fan base needed to get, the type of streams that you
Yeah.
need to hit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um, it's been really impressive how far we've come with the music business, and I can tell you it's only going to get better.
Hmm.
Because I know where we were 10 years ago,
Of
and I
course.
know where we are today.
Mhm.
Especially living in America
Need
and
is shouting
seeing the
you out.
way.
Need.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yes.
Need giggles?
Yes.
Nayana. Yeah, yeah. So that's people who know the history
Of course.
because they were part of
Mm-hmm.
it. They were
Of
there. They
course.
were on the field.
Yes.
So they witnessed it. They
Ground
participated.
soldiers.
So yes, they participated. So and a lot of us are here in America now, and we have seen the results of some of the efforts that we made back then. How far it has come. And being out here, it's a lot more diverse to see how much foreigners accept our music
Mm-hmm.
is really, really, really very incredible. Um, that's why we need to keep encouraging the people who have talent to keep making music because you don't know how far your music can go, and what, especially when you start touring, you start seeing that this artist may have finished his career in Lagos,
Yes.
but it's just starting in Cameroon. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's true.
So maybe
Yeah.
maybe someone like one day who used to get booked for 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, they're no longer booking him because there's Fireboy now,
Mm.
there's Joe Boy now,
Yeah.
there's all these new
Of
guys
course.
that are younger
Rima,
with
everybody. Yeah. It's out.
Rema,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
the current wave may not show as much appreciation because that's where it originated from. But outside the perimeters of Nigeria,
Yes.
people are just getting to discover
Of course.
those old artists.
Mm-hmm.
So they're new artists to some other people,
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
and they're gonna get new money from those
From those
other
people.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So music is very dynamic and very, very funny too. You know, I know of a couple of artists that people don't really care about in Nigeria, but when they go on tour, they come back with 100,
Good money.
$200,000.
Yes.
Good money,
Yes.
sweet money, quiet money. A lot of it tax free. So music is very funny, man. It's very funny, but it's like it's music is better than Yahoo. It's the sweetest Yahoo.
Emma say, your accent don't change.
No, no, Yankee, no,
You
you
know they
gonna switch
Yankee
on my
now.
voice in the right
So,
now. You gonna you going to work with him, but you
now
gonna ask
normal
go
level.
finesse some more. I dey change that once in a while. I'm kind of go better,
Yeah.
but you keep a Yankee right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Dr. Farrell, let me ask you this. Like, um, what is some of the things that, knowing everything you do now, what are some of those things that
Yeah.
you would have done differently? For example, like working with majority of the artists that you had the opportunity to work. They were like nothing. Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
so much, man. So much that I should have done differently. Um, because it would have made my older days more comfortable. Like I said, if we had the kind of structure
Structure in
that we
place.
needed
Yeah.
to make sure that the business part, keeps to
Yeah.
relive itself, that definitely would have been something worth doing
Yes.
if the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity had presented itself, because I like I said, I had a couple of hits that really did good,
Of course.
especially for the artists like Banky W.
Mm-hmm.
Lagos Party took him everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. Of course.
That was the peak of his career. That's
Yeah.
the
I think that
introduction.
was
You know,
like the
that's his biggest
introduction to
hit.
Nigeria, really.
That's his biggest hit,
Yeah.
and that song was adopted by MTV Base.
Yeah.
It was adopted by Samsung. They used it for all kinds of things, So that's something that should have still been fitting me by now.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he's still getting checks from that
Oh,
song.
definitely. Like you said,
You
like
know?
there's new fans. Like now, Banky, he goes to Dubai and also in Africa, he perform his song. People are gonna go and check
Yeah,
him. So okay, who's this guy?
yeah.
New fans.
Yeah,
They'll start spreading
he's
that news.
new to the other,
Yeah,
to foreigners,
yeah.
especially when he goes to places like New York and
Mm-hmm.
he hosts and
Yeah.
he performs, and I'm like, oh, I'm just hearing this song for the first time. Let me go look for it,
Yes.
and people start strumming it again, and everything is new to other people.
Of course.
People may have finished hearing those songs back in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably tired of the artist, but like I said, it's going to be new to some other people
Yes.
in some other countries, so. It's really, I would say it's sad, but I wish I did so
So
many
that's a
things a
big one.
lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah,
when I spoke to
yeah,
Nee, we talked about that also because obviously, like you also worked with Mohits back then also, and and did a bunch of stuff that possibly is not necessarily benefiting from right now from a monetary standpoint.
yeah,
One thing else I wanted to talk to
yeah.
you about in terms of what we're saying right now, right? Yeah, Nee is saying that
Mhm,
productions, absolutely. So like one of the things that saddens me the most is when I look at a lot of genius and legends, right? Some of
mhm,
them, when it comes to the time when they get sick, that's when people now start saying
mhm,
online with donating money
mhm,
to this account. Like
mhm,
OJ, remember
mhm.
OJB and stuff.
Yes,
Even
no.
with DaGrin, remember when DaGrin
Mm.
was in bed. He was in the hospital for a
See,
few days.
we,
If he was here,
when
DaGrin would still be alive. If the accident happened.
when I remember some of those days, I just feel sad, man,
Hmm.
because the only good thing that has come out of Nigeria is our music. Every other thing is just in the sands,
Yeah.
you know. Healthcare, everything's
Yeah.
just it's just it's a shame. These things could have been taken care of. and a lot of people would have lived.
Hmm.
But Nigeria is Nigeria.
Yeah.
Um, so, um, yeah. What was the question you asked
Yeah,
me?
I was talking about. I mean, in talking about that, what are some of the things that you think we can do now, right? Because we've lost a lot of people
Mm,
that could still be here with us, right? Is it
mm,
that we need to go and work with government, or do we need to, as a private sector, set up an
hmm.
organization to work with the creative industry to put insurance in place and things like that? Because, bro, this thing is
If
still happening. Not so long ago, Baba
it
Fuera,
it
we're donating money to
it,
Baba Fuera account now.
it never ends.
Like,
It never
it's
ends.
crazy.
But at least let's even thank God that we have social media to help raise
To raise
awareness
awareness,
and
yeah.
raise money
Before there was
and
none.
raise money. In fact, let's just thank God we have social media that allows us to raise money without even having to go anywhere,
Hmm.
like the GoFundMe
Hmm.
and all those things. Let's thank God that those things we
Exist.
have them now.
Yeah.
If we had them back in the days, maybe some people would have been rescued.
Hmm.
Money they say is everything. It's not a lie.
Yes.
You can buy healthcare, but you cannot buy
No.
health. You know what I'm saying? But money will definitely give you a better chance
Mm-hmm.
because you have to pay for
Of course. Yeah.
health and all that. So um um I can't speak for Nigeria as a whole
Yes.
because I see what is going on, and it doesn't make me happy as far as politics and the government is concerned.
Yeah.
I don't see any way forward. I just know that when you get there, go and teach your own and you sort of take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset they've given to us. Fight for yourself. And it's still like that. It has always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
At some point we thought people would get more enlightened. People did get enlightened, but they were suppressed.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's a shame that we can't do much about it.
Yeah.
We can only talk and shout and go on social media and
Mm-hmm.
rant
Yeah.
and rant and carry placards and do Occupy Nigeria
Yeah.
and
I mean, that's exactly what I've been having a conversation, and I think within this last couple of weeks where we're having this reset
mhm,
mode, and I think the good thing now is all these conversations that we're having. Right, you can easily like talk to me,
mm,
and you can talk to like Kip Kamani and be like, guys, listen, let's talk to Jazzy, and everybody like put something in place and contact some doctors, some the Ministry of Health and things like that. Us, what can we do? Like, and work with the
I,
artists and DJs and stuff, because something will have to be done, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't want to sound selfish, but fight for yourself.
Hmm.
Just make sure you make money in this life
Absolutely. Yeah.
and take care of yourself, take care of your family.
Hmm.
Um, that's it, really.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming to do anything for you from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is not coming down. So you
Nee is
just make
saying
sure that you
that
make money.
the Nigerian government needs to structure the industry and get some
They
stringent
need to do
laws in
so many
place
things
to
that
protect intellectual
that
property. They
it's
need
just talk.
yeah.
Talk is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, people have talked about these things 50 years ago,
Yes.
40 years ago. We're not the first.
Hmm.
There's been sets and regimes of different
Yes.
artists from different decades that have fought for different
Same.
issues
Yeah.
and they never saw headway. So
Hmm.
we're not the first to make noise about this kind of thing. We're not going to be the last. And
Of course.
I don't see any solution anytime soon
Yeah.
because the generation that ruins Nigeria is still the generation that's in charge.
Hmm.
They're still the ones in power. So that generation needs to die out,
Hmm.
and they're not about to die. So
Of course.
we need like another 10, 20 years for that generation to be gone.
To die out. Hmm.
And that's a long time. So
Hmm.
just fight for yourself
Of course.
and do
Let
what you need
Let
to
me
do.
ask you this: like, what was some of your best memories in that era, with Middle C, Omar Me, DaGrin, and more hits and stuff. What are some of your earliest things that you remember that you're like, wow, man, we were doing this at that time?
We did a lot of good things. For one, I can.
All right, back over here. Let's wait for Dr. Frabz to join us again, so we can continue. We can continue with the conversation. What's going on, brother? Welcome back. I don't know if it's my network or Dr. Frabz or whatever. Anyway, now that everybody's at home and using the internet, it's mad, crazy. Okay, Dr. Frabz is back. Yeah. Yes, so. All right, it's connecting. Wow, dude. All right, I got you back.
Matter.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm. Yes. So yeah, like I was saying, the knowledge that I had, the access that I had to softwares, and the experiments I was able to do with music production back then
Yes.
really used to blow my mind.
Hmm.
Can you turn it down a little?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it really used to blow my mind how much was being able to achieve right there in Ipaja. I was like, wow. I sat down and I made some of those hits that sounded out of the world, right? In that Zanga,
Okay.
in that neighborhood, So that's how I knew Nigerian music was gonna prosper.
Hmm.
Because if I can learn that on my own,
Yes.
what about the other guys coming behind? What
With
what
all
would
the
they be able to
machines.
achieve?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the machines.
everything's
Yeah.
software is now. And as I think that I'm really good, there's a million other guys that are actually better than me,
Hmm.
that are still young, they're still coming,
Mhm.
and they're coming with full force. So and a lot of them have been practicing. They've been doing all kinds of things for years. So
Of course.
a lot of them are really prepared. They're ready. So that is one thing that used to blow my mind back then.
Hmm.
Like we just didn't have, when I was making trap music,
Yes.
we weren't paying attention.
That's all. I thought ahead of
You
the
get what I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah.
When I was doing hip hop music,
Yeah.
Nigeria wasn't paying attention to all that. When I tried to do Tungba music, Nigeria wasn't paying attention. So I think I was way ahead of the game.
For you,
when
right?
when
What's the biggest
mm,
record from your standpoint that you would say that you produced or that you worked on? Like the record that still like blows your mind like today. What record?
well, I don't have a favorite, but like the few sensible conscious songs like Wizkid's Joy,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
those are like songs that inspire people.
Mm.
Those are the type of songs that I want to make more of,
Okay.
not just
Yes.
just saying yeah, rap song. Not just all that. It has to be music that can speak to you and move you to do bigger things. You know, um, I have a couple of them, but for the really popular ones,
Mm-hmm.
Wizkid's Joy
Joy.
will probably be one of them. Um, who remembers? Yeah,
That's joy right there.
yeah, that's a special song.
Mm-hmm.
Even for Wizkid himself,
Yeah.
it's a special song.
Yeah.
I just wish he had promoted it more. Shot a video
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah. There's like I said, there's a lot of songs that I did that never came out. Never came out, but a lot of good songs, well written, well produced.
Hmm.
But for some reason or the other, they never saw them.
So,
Light up day.
so Dr. Frabz, like obviously
Mm,
you've been in the US for years now. Oh, he
yeah.
says Shank. I mean, the list goes on, man. I have a-
Yeah. I can't remember everything.
yeah,
But when people start playing, I'm like, oh, I'm the one that did this one, Show. And
yeah.
that, you
Shank
know?
Records, Omami Records, DaGrin.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite DaGrin record up to today. You
Yeah.
know, the one you produced, right? So,
Which one? Thank God you didn't.
thank God. Yeah, you didn't lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me say this, right? So you've been here for years now, and
Mm-hmm.
I think you could see that it's like almost like a major difference between being a Nigerian artist or producer or Nigerian DJ in America than the US, than Nigeria, right? So
Yeah.
let's talk about structure, right? In America, we have structure, right? The
Mm-hmm.
structure is in
Mm-hmm.
place, the equipment is there, you can get the best of whatever it is that you want. Why is it that
Mm-hmm.
you think that even up till today, the
Mm.
biggest Afrobeat record is coming out of Nigeria? Why is it that we have not been able to produce a huge record from America? You are here, Sheezy is here also, and there's a couple other producers that are super talented
Mm.
that are also here. Why is that? Why do you think?
Well, it's not like we're not doing it. We're doing it. We're not just pushing it the way they push. See, so for Afrobeat to blow, it has to blow first from the source.
Which is
It
back
has to
to
blow,
Nigeria.
which is Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah, from Lagos.
Okay.
Lagos is the New York, the LA of
Of
Africa.
Africa.
Music
Yeah.
has to blow from there.
Mm-hmm.
For people that actually, I mean, a population of 200 million people. If just 10 million out of that 200 million say, well, feeling this song, let's all stream it at the same time.
Yes.
Obviously, it'll be a global movement because people like, why is this song trending? Let me go and check.
Of course.
This is trending. Let me go and see. So it translates to the rest of the world.
Hmm.
So like I said, it has to blow from the source.
Yes.
Being Afrobeat has to blow from Africa.
From back there.
So it's harder for a music
So,
in that type of genre to blow out of here. It's not impossible, but it's
okay.
harder.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. So do you think it makes sense as an Afrobeat artist to be based in America then? If you want that market, does it make sense? Can it work?
It is hard. It is hard. Why? It's not impossible, but it
Yes.
is hard. It's harder. Why? Because times have changed, but the default fan base for Afrobeat is Africa. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
People in Africa will listen to an Afrobeat song the first time and will dance to it. People over here have to hear it 2, 3, 4 times, probably with some alcohol, some
Yes.
intoxication,
For
before they can
inspiration.
really, or watch somebody else go crazy over the song in the
Yes.
club, or watch some girls dance to it on TikTok or Snapchat. There's all kinds of platforms for people to get to know music these days. So,
Yes.
um, um, but like I said, the default fan base for Afrobeat is Africa.
It's African.
So therefore, it makes more sense to be at the
At the
source.
source.
And it's hard too. It's hard now because there's too many people doing it. It's flooded,
Overly
but
saturated too. Yeah.
yeah. And the annoying part? There's a lot of good music.
Hmm.
There's a lot of good music. And Nigerians by default, we know good. We're naturally musically inclined because we all went through SOP, songs of praise.
Yeah.
In your primary school, it was compulsory. It was part of your list of books to
Yes.
buy.
Of
And
course.
if you didn't have it at the assembly, they will beat you. So everybody remembers a lot of the hymns, and we all used to sing it without
Song of
the
praise.
music, and we also sing it on key. You know what I'm saying?
So the
Just the
train
same
the
way we
training
sang national.
started from from
we
way
all
back
know
there,
music
primary school level.
by default.
Yeah.
Yeah, by default, we all know music by
Yeah.
default. You know, we're all very musically inclined by default,
Yeah.
and that's what a lot of people don't realize is Nigerians, we know good music.
Yes.
We know the difference, and we listen to more foreign music than anybody else in Africa.
He
So
said, plus Keru and Serabu play major role.
yeah, and you see, and that's what people don't understand. You see, Caribou and Serafi, they understand rhythm. It's all about rhythm. That's why they have the akube and all the local drums. They understand the rhythm. Rhythm is African. If Afrobeat is rhythm.
Yes.
Right now, the default Afrobeat rhythm is ba 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 ba, and then you can add to it and do whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's look at the trending Afrobeat songs in America. If I tell you, say I love you,
Same.
my body,
Follow, still follow
baby.
the same.
Now, Rotimi came. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed.
Yes.
Who else came with that flow? Drake and
The Wiz.
Drake and Party Next Door.
Oh.
Lawyer. You know that song, right?
Yeah. Same vibe.
So
Yeah.
so that's the default rhythm count for Afrobeat now that Americans understand. It's not the fast tishmale.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
tishmale.
I feel what you're saying.
It's the mid tempo
There's a big
Afrobeat.
relationship between all the songs.
There's a tempo.
Yeah.
There's a tempo, and it's around 100 BPM. There's a tempo that Americans understand and can easily dance to, can easily sing
Even the
to.
Burna Boy
And
record, same thing that they play.
they're all mid tempo. There's no Burna Boy does not have any up tempo hits. All his hits are mid tempo. And that's what Americans understand, mid tempo.
Yeah, 103, 105, 105.
Yeah, around 100.
Yeah.
So even dance hall is around 100.
That's why they.
So they understand it. They're familiar with it already. They can easily do all their choreography and everything and their Zumba to it. So
Dr. Frabz, right? You've seen it, right? You've been a part of it from where we came from to where the music is at right now, right? We've talked about America, and I personally feel like to continue to get big, he has to get even bigger in the US, right? Where do you see, if you have to, like, your best guesstimate for the 5 years from now, Afrobeats, where do you think we're going?
5 years.
Yeah.
Well, we need people like Justin Bieber to experiment with Afrobeats first. When white people start experimenting with it, then we will go mainstream. Right now, it's still black people.
Even in America,
people
it's not mainstream.
It's because we don't have the pop artists experimenting with it yet.
Yeah.
When people like Selena Gomez, people like Lady Gaga, all these people start to mess with that tempo, that type of music.
Yeah.
Trust me, it'll give us more attention. Okay. Cool. Especially the producers and the songwriters. Yeah. Because everybody's like, oh yeah, they want to make that type of music. Who are the people that can do it? See, Sway Lee and Drake. They brought in techniques to do the song. Yeah. But that tempo is not the familiar tempo. So that's why I don't think, my opinion, I don't think that's why the song, didn't really hit like that. It got airplay, but
not major.
Not major because it wasn't the tempo that Americans are used to as far as Afrobeat is concerned. So
what about the controlling the business of Afrobeats? Like, I think I've spoken to I don't know if Demola is still here with us, Prince. I spoke to him about this and a bunch of other promoters based in the US in terms of being able to still get a hold of it, because like now what we're saying is that the Nigerian
Mm,
artists, when they get so big, they come to America and they be like, well, I want to be signed to Sony. I want Live Nation to do my show. I don't want Under the Rock to
mm.
do it. I don't want Duke to do it. I don't want Prince. I don't
It's
want
ojukokoro.
exactly.
It's ojukokoro.
Yeah.
You see, people don't wanna. They don't wanna start from the grassroots. They just wanna jump.
Yeah.
And I can understand why. But you have to start from grassroots. There's grassroots everywhere in Africa, in America, in Europe. There's grassroots, and you have to grow into it. Especially if you're just trying to break into a different terrain. Obviously,
Yeah.
Live Nation wants to do business too. Everybody's trying to, get money in their pockets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone like, I'm sure they have Africans, Nigerians, and all kinds of people in Live Nation too. So
Mm-hmm.
so they just have more ground because this is America. It's an American
Yes.
company. But I would say if someone like Wizkid comes to New York and says he's Live Nation, he wants to use it because he feels he's on that level, which he is.
Yes.
You understand? And obviously it'll pay him more. He doesn't have to struggle to get his money or the amount of money that he would prefer to get.
Mm-hmm. But
Because
they don't pay them as
obviously,
much as like a promoter would pay them. But I guess it's that whole status thing. Like, oh yes,
it's
Live
you
Nation.
just said it.
Yeah.
You just said it.
Yeah, Live Nation.
You just said it.
Yeah.
It's a status thing. It's an image thing, which also works for them because then they go back to Africa and people offer them. They're like, a Live Nation did a show for me. They paid me
Yeah.
$100,000. How will you offer me $20,000? You get what I'm saying? You
Of
go and
course.
take your money and you get what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's everybody has their time,
Of course.
So
Dr. Frabz, right? I remember I think the last whiskey show that I did in New York, you were there. Obviously, I think you set the band
yeah.
up. You play with him.
Yeah. I played with them. Yeah.
Play with them. I've seen you do the same thing with the band when it comes in. So is
Yeah.
that something like? Do you feel like it's sort of a niche market for you? Because obviously you are experienced. They are familiar with you. You've made a lot of good music. Is that a niche that you feel like you created for yourself? And do you think that those are areas where opportunities lie for people that are coming in the States that don't want to go to Nigeria, that want to stay in America and work from here?
Well, well. Okay, so you started from me being
Yeah, working with
able
the
to
band,
perform,
or
yeah.
performing with the artist. Yeah.
So for someone like me, because I'm an instrumentalist, instrumentalists are not that easy to gather in America. So especially people who are familiar with Afrobeats or your
Okay.
music. So
Yeah.
that definitely is an avenue for me because I can easily, get mixed up with the band and I can help them direct the band.
Yes.
I can help them with the music, and I'm a multi instrumentalist too. So I also double as a DJ. So definitely I will be useful to any artist. As also a producer, everybody wants, you as an artist, you're on tour, you will be happy to have a producer
Yes.
who's also a DJ, who's also a keyboardist, who's also a video editor on your team. Because if you have one man that can do 4 jobs,
It's cheaper.
you've just saved yourself some
Yeah,
money.
you save a lot of
You
money.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely that's an advantage for me
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, who can we get? Frabz is here.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to him. But book his ticket.
So you stay in
Book his
contact
hotel.
with most people there as what do you do when
Well,
they're planning tour? Do you DM them like or WhatsApp them like, yeah, what's up? I'm here.
so at this stage in my life, I'm not gonna be available to everybody,
Okay.
and not everybody is willing to compensate me the way that I would want to be compensated. Everybody's trying to be smart. So yeah, there's certain people that were cool and they wouldn't mind, going out of their way to make sure that Frabz must be on my team, or Frabz, you get what I'm saying? Not everybody's like that, but the few people who are like that,
Yeah.
we get along and we do what we need to do and keep it moving. Touring in America is not beans. You got to pay bills every day. You got to feed human beings.
Absolutely.
You transport them, all that. It's a lot of
It's a
headache,
lot. Yeah.
but
It's a lot.
if it's worth it, people will invest in it.
Yeah.
So for someone like me, it will always be an advantage. I can always get on the road and go to anywhere
Dr.
within.
Frabz, like, so are you do you have a 9 to 5? Are you doing something else in America, or are you just doing
So
creative
I,
stuff?
I used to have a 9 to 5, but at the moment, I'm self-employed. When I say self-employed, I have my gigs, my hustle
Okay.
that I've been able to pay my bills with. So
Okay.
music has been doing it.
Okay.
Let me
But
just put it that
America,
way. Music,
the bills don't stop. That's what people don't
the
realize.
bills don't,
Every month,
and
every month, it's not
every day,
every day.
every day,
It doesn't stop.
the bills
And you
don't
got a
stop.
family also.
You must buy gas. You must
Mm-hmm.
feed your children. You must take them to school.
Yeah.
It's just never stops. So you have to be multi-skilled and be able to use different ideas to bring in income. Not just your 9 to 5.
Yes.
If I didn't have any talent, I'd definitely be hooked on a 9 to 5
Yes.
with no other option.
It's true.
But
True.
I have options, so I'm able to dabble here and there.
Yes.
And like I said, music has been a blessing for me. That's how I came to America. That's how I got my visa.
Yeah.
That's how I'm here. That's how I got this far.
Yes.
Music, no other thing, and favor of God. So at the end of the day, there are people who have talent and they've not been able to do much with it, and there are people who don't have talent and they've gone very far. So everything is favor of God. Favor of God. But talent is also important. You need to have skills, especially in this America. You need to be really skilled, to be able to fit in, not just fit in, but to be able to survive.
Tone Star, your people that Tone Star say, yeah, that's right.
Yes, they all know now. Everybody's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's going. There's nobody who sleeps. They will carry your load and throw you aside. No. Not person moving. So you just have to
is
be.
real, man.
You have to be scheming 24/7.
I've seen neighbors when they come, knock their door and kick the whole family out.
Plus the card
plus
fine card.
Oh no, they don't carry card go see before they even
they'll
come
collect
out.
everything.
They collect
card.
They
it's
kick
crazy.
The whole family out. Yeah,
America.
Demon is hailing.
If you're homeless.
Yeah.
Bros, I greet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. America is not a joke. This is where you realize that I wish I had been a mechanic before I came to America. I wish I was a tailor before I came to America. My bro, if I knew how to do so many things, when I got here, I realized that everything that we take for granted back home is what people are using to feed their families here. So it's very important to know so many things. So many. Common plumber. You know what it is to get a plumber to come to your house in America.
I made that call
plumber.
They will say, first of all, I'm gonna come. It's in this New York, it's $200.
Yes, consultation fee.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes,
just to come and look. It's 200.
Bro,
if you tell someone you're a plumber in Nigeria, they will be looking at you like you're a plumber.
Bro, let's convert that 200 to naira. That's about 60,000 or 70,000.
Yeah, they will charge
you. Get what I'm saying? Even 80,000 now. Now that the dollar
I beg plumber.
80,000. Just pay. Come and look. I've not even told you the thing you're going to buy.
Exactly.
Just come to look. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's
It's
true.
crazy. You know, imagine one person could be the plumber, the electrician, the bricklayer,
Ah,
the everything. All you have to just go to Home Depot, buy your thing, and fix your
that's
thing
it.
yourself.
Yeah,
You know, and the truth is, a lot of these things you can still learn here.
of course.
You know, as
Yes.
long as you're open minded.
Yeah, I think you have to be. Like, I know a guy that all he does is just cut grass. You cut
Yeah,
my grass,
bro,
cross the next
I've
neighbor
I've
grass.
I've done I've done I've,
The
I've
guy
done all
collect
that
money,
stuff.
like five thousand
Bro,
dollars a month.
I they shovel snow.
Yeah, shovel
Bro,
snow
we
cut.
they also
The money comes
bro,
in. There's
bro,
like
I was making at least $500 a week from delivery
that's what I'm
just to
saying.
deliver bed.
Yeah,
Cash
real
minus
hustle.
my salary.
Yeah, yeah, real
Bro,
hustle.
America, huh,
Yeah.
you
If
have
you
to
want to
put
work
all
and do something, you hustle.
bunny,
Yeah,
labor, everything. You get what I'm saying?
it's true.
So
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's 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 uh
the hustle is
it's a land it's a land where you realize, oh, all this time that I was just sleeping at home, going to be a parlor, or it's a local mechanic. You get what I'm saying? So you have a lot of not regrets, but you know, a lot of had I knowns when you get here. You be like, oh damn,
yeah,
this mechanic just made $500 from me for nothing. You
yeah,
know, all he did was jack the car up and change some
yeah.
bolts,
It's true.
and that's it. Over to Juno. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? You
the
know,
same
so
words. Tone style. It makes sense. So Dr. Fry, right?
yeah,
So you made music. Tone style is here. You made a record with Tone Star, also with Tone Star
yeah,
and JQ. Turn
yeah,
down for what? Yeah,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. Are you
Yeah.
planning to make more music? And you made a bunch of other music. I feel like
I might.
you never really push yourself though as an artist.
You see that's the problem with a jack of all trades. When you're doing too many things, you can't focus on one. You know, I make music all the time, every day, every day, every day. This is my bed.
Yeah.
I wake up and just sit down and start recording.
Hmm.
I make music all the time. I have songs at least over 300.
Hmm.
You know, ideas, songs, and all kinds of things. But because I'm doing too many things, I can't really
Yeah.
focus on one thing. You know, I just shot a video. In fact, I have all kinds of things just sitting on my computer. I'm like, should I upload it? Okay, even when you upload it, you still need to promote it. You need to spend money.
Spend
You need
money
to
on
do
it
this. You
to
need to.
push it, cut this,
It
cut
never.
that.
But meanwhile, your children, they have to pay for babysitter. You
Of
have to
course,
pay
man.
for this. You get what I'm saying? So you just be like, let this one wait, Joe.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's harder to push music as an independent artist,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have to spend out of
Yes.
pocket to do certain things. I'll do the one I can do,
Yes. Yeah.
but I can't do it by myself. If I had like a team that would come and say, why are you sitting on this song? This
Yeah.
song is it's something that
Dr.
can
Frabz,
actually
listen,
do good.
Dr. Frabz, after COVID,
Yeah,
I'm gonna come to MD. We're gonna sit down. I
yeah,
wanna hear some of this stuff because you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. Maybe we can do some business together, and I can
I'm
shop
available,
some of
man.
the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
American artists that are
yeah,
involved with whatever. So
yeah,
let's make
yeah.
something happen because
I'm cool with
super
that.
talented, bro. Like
I'm cool with that,
yeah,
man. I have a mobile
yeah,
studio. In fact,
it's crazy.
I have a session in New York.
Okay,
I have a session. I have a session in New York on. In fact, it was supposed to be since last month,
mm,
so we moved it. So I'll probably be there
shut
in
down.
like a week or two.
All right. So
Yeah,
keep me posted. If you come
yeah.
to the city, if you come to New York before I end up
It,
in MD,
is Williamsville near you?
yeah,
Williamsville,
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. Yeah,
Williamsburg. Yeah,
Williamsburg.
it's in Brooklyn. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think it's towards Buffalo or something.
Yeah, yeah, Williamsburg. No,
Yeah,
no, Buffalo is
yeah,
upstate now. Buffalo is upstate New York. But
They say Williamsville or Williamsburg. Williams something sharp.
Williams. Okay,
I know it's New York. Yeah, I have a session. I have a studio
okay,
session
all right.
there. I have one there and I have one in Jersey. So I
Okay.
have a mobile studio. I can come to you, record you, and
Perfect.
take it back and go mix and master and
Yeah,
stuff
we
like that.
talk,
So
because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of talent. Giggle say holler when you get in. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of talent,
mm,
man. So make things happen. It makes a lot of sense.
mm, mm.
Ola boys already hailing. Say Dr. Fry wants to work with Dr.
Hey,
Fry.
what up, man?
So we'll make something happen. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Dr. Frabz, so he's been great just catching up with you, and even me, I haven't seen you for
yeah.
a long time. And this is what America does to you, right? You may not see your neighbor for like 3 years.
Oh, Fashella
I'm telling your next door neighbor, like
Yes,
next door
man.
for 3 years, you may
Yes.
not see them.
Nobody has time.
5 a.m. Our boy is G. Whoop,
Until I
going to
fashion
work, man.
you
Coming back.
got married to your job.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the
Yep.
hustle. So we'll make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So anything else that you want to put out there that that maybe I didn't ask or whatever.
Man, there's so much I could say, man. If you permit me, I could
I
elaborate
know.
on so many
Dr.
things.
Frabz, I'll tell you right
You
now, I'm
know.
working on something. I'll tell you about it. And also,
Mm,
we need, so that, I'll talk offline, I'll put it out there, whatever. I'll definitely hit you up in terms of
okay.
this conversation that we're having. So I'll hit you up, tell you more about it also, and things like that. It's very, very
Mm,
important. So I'll tell you more about it. So I got you. Don't worry. So
okay.
I'll wrap it up with the quiz, so you could spend some time
Yeah.
with the young queen, and I'll do the same. Come out as we come here, collecting my drink as we day, going back.
Yeah.
So, all
Mm.
right, cool. So, the favorite artist you ever worked with?
Favorite.
Yes.
Okay, so let me differentiate talents from attitudes. As far as talent,
Yes.
uh, I've worked with some special people. Um, talent, uh, Wheezy,
Yeah.
Shank, One Decor, DaGrin, Nato C.
What about attitude?
Attitude.
Yes.
Hmm. Attitude. DaGrin was a good guy.
DaGrin.
That girl was always down to earth. Um, YQ. We're all from Egbeda, Goa, Paja.
Of
So
course now.
DJ Neptunes,
I
all of us,
remember
yeah.
Neptune. It
So
was Neptune that, in fact, introduced me to that green. That's around that to
yes,
YQ and
yes,
everything.
yes, yes. Even Nee's house, you
Yes.
can actually take a back road and carry your Okada and get to his place. You know.
Uh,
Um, as far as attitudes, I would say there are not many.
hmm.
There are not many,
All right.
but yeah, but talent wise, there are a couple of them.
All right. So,
Yeah,
for you, what would you prefer to do if you were given a choice, DJ or producer?
anyone that is paying money,
That pays more money, right?
and it's not about more money. Any money is money.
All
As far as money is necessary, we do the job.
right.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Sneakers or shoes? What do you prefer?
Depends on what I'm wearing. I'm always about comfort, so sneakers are always comfortable.
Sneakers. Okay. Uh,
I love shoes though.
shoes. All right.
I love
The
shoes.
band your Two Face. Who do you like more?
You know I lived with the banks now. We're always fighting, but
I know that's your
but
guy.
this is my guy. Yes. Two Face. I've never had any misunderstanding between this. The few times that we've hung out. He has been, you know him now.
Of course.
He's always have fun.
Yeah.
Bro, snap. He's always he's
Very,
a
very
clown.
humble.
He's always trying to make everybody laugh. So so he's cool. He's cool.
All right.
And he never makes you feel out of place. So
Not
yeah.
Nollywood or Hollywood flicks.
These days I've been watching Yoruba movies. I've been watching
Look, I have another doctor in
because
place.
the Yoruba is bro, Alpha, you know, the Yoruba is where the lingo is, man.
Yeah,
so you need to hear more things. You need to, you know,
the real ginger. All right,
yes,
jollof rice or pounded yam?
Pounded yam depends on the soup.
Okay,
Jollof
sapa
rice,
soup
if
or egusi?
me, I like Efo all day.
Efo.
Efo or okra soup.
Okra soup. Okay.
Yes.
You my guy now. Now pounded yam. Maybe we use pounded yam in the city when you are around.
Yes, now pounded yam will stay in the belly. In this America, you can't be eating this light food. You need heavy food that will stay in your body for long. Can't be eating McDonald's. McDonald's really shit.
No, you can't.
You need weight.
You know the answer.
You need weight.
You know the answer.
You need weight. You need weight. If not, you keep spending money. You need something that will just block all the intestines one time.
Toaster said you must have enough pepper soup.
Yes, no. Tony knows now.
All right, bro. It's been real, man. You know, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
I had so much fun, and I'm sure people learned so much from you, and there's still so much more to come out of all of this. You know? Boss lady.
Yeah, go sit down.
You know. So yeah, bro, let me let you get back to it. Thank you so much. And once all this is uploaded, I'll definitely let you know. Big up yourself, always. And we'll talk.
Question.
Yes.
This video stays online, right?
It stays online, but what I do, I download it and I upload it to YouTube. And also I strip the audio so that we have it on UDR radio. I have it on, so it's there permanently. So
as a podcast.
As a podcast, yeah, because we have like at least 50,000 listeners every month. So at least everybody gets to hear it that I know on here. Easy, one
Let's do another one. We'll do another one.
Absolutely.
We'll talk more. There's so much to talk about.
Frabz.
Hey, how you doing? All these American babies.
No,
they did not push tire like us.
I'll tell you. All right, because stay man. So we'll connect again.
No shaking.
You know? Yeah, thank you so much, bro. Bless.
All right, no shaking, bro. Nice one.
All right, cool. Oh man, yeah! Shout out to Dr. Frabz for making it happen. It's somebody that I have so much respect for, and that's what I try to do over here. Talk to people that I really have love for, that I've done this, that have been in this business, that have a great understanding, that I can learn from, that you can learn from, and it's so important to me. And I mean, the brother is as humble as you can get, like seriously. And I've worked with so many, you know, in this industry, and I have a lot of respect, you know, for him. B, I gotta get you on this show also soon. We gotta, you know, come on here and talk. Yeah, for those, you know, that are based there, that are making things happen and doing stuff is important. Tomorrow I'll be talking to Morachi. Morachi is in Atlanta. He's from Nigeria, doing his thing over here also. So big up everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And then yes, talk to you tomorrow. He's so humble. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Our lady, thank you. Big up. Thank you all. Bless.